Once upon a time, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. As you can see by my surroundings, that I am home. No longer am I at the family birthday party that I was at. So now you get a proper review sitting at home, actually being able to talk about this moments after the fight. Luckily, my good friend Victor came through in the clutch. I did not know how hard it was basically to stream a show on my iPhone or my iPad. I normally sit here with my my Mac and I press the button and it comes on. I did not know about the troubles of trying to find something that used Flash, and Flash not being on your iPhone or your iPad. No idea why that does not work, but basically, I got to watch the fight. Even though I could have waited, 2 minutes after the fight was over and watched a Vine, because basically this is Ronda Rousey versus Cat Zingano fight. 13 seconds is all it was. This basically was domination. Zingano came to the ring full of confidence, and Zingano tried to go for the throwdown. Basically, she was going to take Rousey down to the ground, where Rousey just basically, rolled with her, reversed the takedown into an armbar, and that was it. That was over. All she wrote. Zingano basically was tapping out on the floor before she even really... I think before her head even realized that she was tapping, that arm being ripped right out of the socket. And, Zingano, coming into this fight as the #1 contender after basically, Rousey had already beat, 3 of the best girls that UFC had to offer to her, in Davis, McMahon, and Tate. Honestly, the one that I really believed in was McMahon. Tate has a whole bunch of talents. She can beat a whole bunch of the other girls, but really, who's going to beat Rousey? In the post-fight, interview, after the fight had happened, basically, Ronda Rousey called out Holly Holmes, basically saying that she looked good in the semi-main of this card, basically saying that she would like to get into the octagon, she'd like to get into the striking competition with her, see how she can throw. Holly Holmes is sort of the up-and-comer, blue chipper for the UFC right now, coming fresh out of boxing and having a background in that. Holmes won her fight via split decision. Of course, a lot of talk was talking about the Invicta pay-per-view with Cyborg down there. Cyborg, of course, is going to have the trouble that she's been battling for the last little while. If she's going to fight Rousey, she has to get down to 135, which means she's going to have to, get into... not really dieting and training, but a lot of people just say it's just normal nutrition, and some people say it might even be, stop taking drugs. Well, I guess enhancement drugs are illegal, but everybody knows about Cyborg's drug failure in the past. There's also that thought of maybe getting Gina Carano to come back to MMA. I know that it's been since 2009 she's been away, and that's a long time. I sort of throw rocks at Brock Lesnar for wanting to get back into UFC after 3 years. Of course, everybody here can do math. Carano being gone for 5 years is a long time after her loss to Cyborg. Ronda Rousey's probably going to fight, probably in August, maybe in September. Odds are probably, as of right now, it looks like Holmes is going to be the new #1 contender. I thought that Cyborg would be a bigger talk of the town at UFC tonight, especially after her big win last night. Honestly, in my opinion, in the fans' opinion, not just my opinion, but all around the world, all of the internet, everybody wants to see this Cyborg fight. We've been wanting to see it for a long time. It's almost... It's not quite Mayweather and Pacquiao, but it's close. As far as seeing girls duke it out and get it on, Cyborg versus Rousey is probably the one fight that a lot of people have wanted to see. Ronda Rousey, one of the best fighters. Absolutely, nobody's close to her inside or outside of UFC. Ronda is the destroyer. The big question right now is much like Goldberg, who's next?